Sarah Platt's future has been thrown into serious doubt after her dramatic arrest for the murder of Theo Silverton. But does the storyline mean actor Tina O'Brien is preparing to leave Coronation Street after more than 2 decades on the cobbles? This Wednesday's July 22nd episode saw Sarah receive a visit from Kit Green in prison, as the detective laid out the reality of her situation and urged her to rethink her decision to protect Gary Windass. Kit reminded Sarah that she could reduce the consequences she faced by telling police about Gary's role in covering up Theo's death. However, Sarah refused to implicate him, insisting he had only become involved because she had desperately begged him for help. Frustrated by her refusal, Kit warned Sarah that things were only going to get worse for her behind bars, particularly since she was charged with the crime. "I hope the accommodation's to your taste, because none of this gets better," he warned. The conversation clearly weighed on Kit, who later struggled to contain his frustration after spotting Gary enjoying a meal with Maria. Unable to hide his anger, Kit confronted Gary over Sarah's imprisonment. His reaction wasn't entirely surprising, given he had previously tried to frame Gary in a bid to spare Sarah from being arrested, only for the plan to fully unravel. Meanwhile, Gary continued to carry the burden of knowing exactly what happened on the night Theo died. During this Wednesday's installment, he finally admitted the truth to Maria, confessing his involvement in helping Sarah cover up the killing. Maria was, understandably, shaken by the revelation, which could have major consequences for the couple. With Sarah now behind bars, soap viewers have begun wondering whether the storyline could mark the end of Tina O'Brien's long-running stint on the ITV show. For now, however, there has been no word that the actor is leaving Corrie. Neither ITV nor O'Brien has announced an exit, and the actor has remained tight-lipped about Sarah's long-term future on Coronation Street. Speaking exclusively to Inside Soap, O'Brien reflected on how Sarah would cope with life in prison, admitting she didn't think her character would find the experience easy. "She'd hate it," the actor said. "I think she'd really struggle. She can be feisty and she can hold her own, but against tough women, I think she'd be in trouble, to be quite honest." O'Brien also admitted keeping the storyline secret had been one of the biggest challenges of filming. "I found it really difficult, especially with the audience trying to guess who it is," she shared. "I've been genuinely trying to keep a low profile in real life and not post anything that would give anything away. So it's nice that it's finally out there." Rather than signaling an imminent departure, O'Brien revealed she was open to whatever outcome bosses deemed fit for her character. And Sarah's prison storyline looks set to continue for the time being. Official spoilers have already confirmed that Maria will visit Sarah in prison after learning Gary's secret, leading to a charged confrontation over Theo's death and Gary's role in helping to conceal it. Future episodes will also see Sarah decide to tell DS Lisa Swain that she killed Theo. Although it remains unclear how much she will reveal about Gary's involvement in the cover-up, the speculation has exploded across social media, with many viewers convinced that Sarah's prison sentence could mark the end of one of Weatherfield's longest-serving characters. After all, Sarah has been at the heart of the Platt family for decades, and her latest storyline feels bigger than anything she's faced before. Sarah's downfall has been nothing short of heartbreaking. What began as an attempt to protect those she loved spiraled into a nightmare of secrets, lies, and guilt. Theo's death shocked the street, but the even bigger twist came when Sarah was revealed as the unexpected killer. Instead of walking away from the tragedy, she became trapped by her own decisions, relying on Gary Windass and later confiding in Kit Green as the truth threatened to emerge. For a while, Kit believed he could keep Sarah safe. His desperate attempts to protect her, even considering framing Gary, only made matters worse. Eventually, the evidence became impossible to ignore, and Sarah was dramatically arrested in front of her devastated family. Watching police burst through the door and place Sarah in handcuffs delivered one of the most emotional moments the soap has produced this year. Now, Sarah faces life inside prison while her loved ones struggle to cope with the consequences. The emotional prison scenes have fueled intense rumors that Tina O'Brien could be preparing to leave the ITV drama after more than 25 years in the iconic role. But is that really the case? At the moment, there has been no official confirmation from ITV or Tina O'Brien that she is leaving Coronation Street. While many fans believe Sarah's arrest feels like the perfect setup for an exit, the show has not announced her departure. Much of the speculation comes from the dramatic nature of the storyline rather than confirmed information. Soap fans know better than anyone that prison doesn't always mean goodbye. Over the years, countless Coronation Street characters have faced arrests, court appearances, and prison sentences before eventually returning to Weatherfield. Sarah herself has overcome countless tragedies throughout her life, from teenage motherhood and failed relationships to family heartbreak and dangerous enemies. That history makes it entirely possible that this latest ordeal is another chapter in Sarah's story rather than its conclusion. Still, viewers can't ignore the emotional weight of the current episodes. Sarah's world has completely collapsed. Her relationship with Kit is hanging by a thread. Gary's future remains uncertain, and the entire Platt family has been left shattered by the revelation of what really happened to Theo. Every prison visit becomes more painful than the last, leaving fans wondering whether redemption is even possible. Tina O'Brien has always been praised for bringing emotional depth to Sarah, and many fans believe this could be one of the finest performances of her career. The prison storyline has allowed the actress to showcase Sarah's fear, guilt, and desperation in ways rarely seen before, making every episode must-watch television. If anything, the storyline proves just how central Sarah remains to Coronation Street. Rather than quietly fading into the background, she is leading one of the soap's biggest storylines of the year. Of course, soap operas are famous for keeping major exits secret until the very last moment. Even if producers have long-term plans for Sarah, they're unlikely to reveal them ahead of time. That uncertainty is exactly what's keeping viewers hooked. For now, fans should treat the exit rumors as speculation rather than fact. Until ITV officially confirms Tina O'Brien's future, Sarah Platt's fate remains one of the biggest mysteries on the cobbles. Whether Sarah ultimately clears her name, serves time, or makes an emotional exit from Weatherfield, one thing is certain. Her prison ordeal has already become one of the most unforgettable Coronation Street storylines in recent memory. With emotions running high and shocking twists still to come, fans won't want to miss a single episode as Sarah's future hangs in the balance. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation Street Scoop News Update.